Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's happening? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, what was your first job you ever had? What was the first job you ever had? If you ever had a job, for sake. What was the first job you had? I can tell you mine. The first job that I had is I worked at Kroger's grocery store. That was the first job I ever had. This was the first job. Now at Kroger's, at that time, you only made a minimum wage. You made $7.25. And that was minimum wage. And I was part-time. And okay, guys, my nose is stuffy. It is cold. And my nose has been stuffy for a while. How I got my first job was basically in high school. So high school, we had one academic that had to do with like learning how life works, kind of, on how to get a job, on what to do, on how to get a job. And of course, young me was ready and eager to get a job. I was eager. I didn't know what to do out of high school. I knew I wanted to work and make money and not stay in school. That's one thing, because more learning, more reading, more books was not in my field. I did not want to do that. So I just literally, there was one teacher, let me see if I can remember her name. I don't remember her name. Is that my neighbor? Oh, I thought I heard my neighbor. I don't know if her name was, I don't remember her name. It started with the I don't remember her name. But she was the teacher to talk to get a job. So she would fill out your applications and say that you are still in school, how you are a good candidate to start off. So she would do that. I feel like I remember her name at the tip of my tongue. So she got people a job right next door, which was Kroger's. So Kroger's was right on the street that my school was, my high school was. And so I wanted to work too. I told her, I want to fill out an application, and can you help me get in because I want to work? She said, yeah, I'll go ahead and help you. I'm hearing all kind of random noises, bro. Give me just a second. Let me go refill my cup. I gotta refill my cup. I gotta refill it. one of my fish. I'll give you a fish update at the end too. Okay, I'll come back. Oh my goodness. So I told her if she could give me a job there. She said yes, I can. So I filled out the application. I had an interview, and I was in, just like that. So there was a time where I was in life, you know, I had a significant other in high school, and the significant other left. So I became lonely and single and depressed. So I found a job and I stick to it. So it was something I could look forward to because I didn't have no friends to hang out with. I couldn't go to the movies like other people would because I didn't have no friends. And so my job that I had at Kroger's became reality. Reality into a new world. Because I would get off of school, walk to work, get ready, clock in, and be a totally different person. I felt so grown up. I had felt so grown up. It was my first job, and I felt really good. I knew that eventually I'll find another job, but this job kind of was okay. I don't remember or recall the nights where I didn't get enough sleep because as soon as I'll get off of work, I'll take a taxi home. If I don't take a taxi home, I would ride Metro. And those were the only options back in the days. We did not have at all Uber or Lyft. And my grandma, she never drove in the dark. I asked my grandma a couple of times to come pick me up after work, which was, we got off at 10 o'clock. She wouldn't come pick me up. So I would, again, I would do it on my own. There was a couple of times where I would walk home. Was I scared to walk home when I was a teenager? No. I wasn't scared. I had been confident all my life. And so this first job got to me a lot. And so as time progressed, I graduated. I still had my job. I did find a significant other at my job. And it's funny how we met. Maybe I'll make another video on how I met this person. But I did meet that person there, and it was a totally different aspect. When I got my first job, I knew my grandma wasn't going to teach me how to drive because I wanted to get my own car. I wanted to get a BMW E46 coupe or four-door, mainly coupe. I don't know what kind of BMW E46, but I knew an Alpine white E46. That's all I knew. So my goal was to keep saving and saving and saving. I would put up money in a box that I still have today. The box is torn down, but it's still a piece of me. It's still a piece of history of mine that I cannot let go. And what triggered me was that box to, like, a couple of weeks ago. I ran into that box and it triggered me because that box is where it all laid out. It was my, I guess, diary box. I would keep money in that box and hope that I will get a BMW E46. I would keep saving and saving. At that time, BMW E46, they cost about $11,000. And I would be hustling so hard. I never even said it, but my job was to sack groceries. I was a grocery sacker and cart puller. So I would sack groceries as fast as I can, as the cashier goes as fast as he can. And I would load up the cart and take it to the person's vehicle, and I'll get tips. I tried my hardest to make tips, guys. I've tried my hardest to make tips. I made tips out of good customers. I made a friendly relationship, and that's when I started outbreaking it. Then my comfort zone, because I had a person that was there, trying to encourage me to do better so I can get more tips. Because sometimes in the holidays, you get like $20 tips, $10 tips. And at that time, it was big. $10 was a lot. $10 was a lot back then. You can buy a lot with $10. Oh, future me might see this video and freaking be depressed. But my first job was at Kroger's, and it was something special to me. It made me realize how you make money in this world. And as time progressed, I'm getting at the end of my clause, guys. As time progressed, I knew that work was only going to be the only option for me. Because I didn't want to go to school to read books anymore. I had spent 12 years of my life. I think 13 years, because I flunked. I spent like 13 years of my life in school, and I don't want to go back. I don't know about y'all guys, but what was your first job? Let me get you on a fish update for today. I haven't done a fish update. I need to. So the fish update, I still have one fish, guys. Still got one fish right there. Johnny Depp and my BMW. But yeah, that is a fish update. So yeah, guys, what was y'all's first job? I know a lot of people are not here. I see a couple of people in the live, but they're not saying anything. They're just roaching. But I want to know from y'all, what was your first job? If you did work, it is an experience, guys. I have never went back to my life experience, but this, it is experience. It's a very happy experience. But yeah, guys, I want to hear from y'all. Leave a comment in the section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.